What's up, everyone? Welcome to our first official podcast episode of the StakeOut. My name is Johhny, and I am here with Jordan and Shaya. So, not a lot of stuff is going on in sports right now except for hoops. You've got March Madness, you've got the NBA playoffs coming up in like a week. So, we'll just go ahead and talk about the national championship game that is coming up tomorrow. We've got, sorry, I was about to say Duke, just like, just instinct, but we got Houston playing Florida. So let's talk about what you guys think about the game tomorrow.
Energy's a big thing, man. I'm thinking Houston is going to make some noise tomorrow, but I got to go with the program that has a lot of experience winning. And that's Florida. They're both riding high. But I don't know if they can replicate what they did against Duke. That was more on Duke than it was on Houston, in my opinion. They played great, but Florida's been balling, so I'd probably take Florida.
Yeah, so Houston was down by 9 points with a little bit over a minute to go. And then Duke just completely blew it, turnover after turnover. Tyrese Proctor missed that free throw. And then Cooper Flag called for the over-the-back foul, and then they win the game on free throws. So
Questionable foul,
but I mean, they call it way tighter in college basketball. In the NBA, that's for sure not going to be called.
Well, yeah, and the play before, Cooper Flag did that hook that they didn't call. So,
it shouldn't have gotten to that point.
It should not.
Yeah,
they could not inbound the ball in three straight possessions. So, if you can't inbound the ball, you shouldn't be winning games.
I know, dude. The full court press in college, they low key do not know how to handle it a lot of the
That's
time.
why when people say, "Oh, college is so fun," it is fun and it's sick, but it's only because there's so much less composure and less skill involved than it is in the NBA. That's why you can't run a full court press like that in the NBA consistently, because the NBA players are not going to be able to
They break it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a problem for them.
I haven't seen a full court press in the NBA in a long time.
Not only that, it's they don't need to pass through the press. They can just dribble through it, walk through it. It's literally nothing.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
Even when they get down the court, you can see the college players are freaking out with it. Yeah. They're it looks more like high school than it does the NBA.
No, I agree.
But yeah, and then looking at the other game, Auburn against Florida, that was way different. No choking there. Those teams were out there competing.
Right.
Walter Clayton drops 30 again, hitting ridiculous shots. People were kind of saying him and Hauk were the duo. It's kind of looking like he's just the guy, honestly.
Right.
He definitely knows how to play basketball, man.
Yeah. I think he went from late first round pick. I feel like he could go in the lottery. I
think so.
With what he's doing, yeah.
You think he's the biggest jump in?
The biggest jump of the whole tournament.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think that's my favorite part about the tournament. Yeah. Players like that, when they change the trajectory of their lives, doing some crazy shit over the past, over the span of a few weeks.
Yeah. It's it's championship DNA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see who's built to win, not just who has a random skill set. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he's got it. But who do you guys think is gonna end up winning in that final?
I got Houston winning.
Okay.
I think their defense is insane, which is why I'm picking them. I don't know if they're the better team or not, but after this Duke game, I'm just really upset, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I wanted Duke to win.
Cooper Flag had a hell of a year, though.
Yeah, he did. That's and I wanted him to go all the way. I wanted him to have that perfect NCAA season,
Point is though, I don't think this is on him at all. He had a fantastic game. He shot 8 for 8 from free throw.
Yeah.
He literally did what he could, and their starting center had zero rebounds. Biggest game of his career thus far.
Malua.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's tough, but 0 rebounds, you're 7-2, and then the guy that you're guarding, I think he got what did he get? 12 rebounds, and he's 6'8". And you know what that comes down to? It's a thing that I talk about a lot with college. Age matters so much here.
Yeah.
Because the guy on the other side, who's the center over there?
Roberts.
Yeah, Roberts. That was
it's
who
funny.
he was.
They don't even have a center in their starting lineup.
He's 6'8", man. That guy's 6'8". He got 12 rebounds. But that guy, I think he's 23 or 24 4.
Uh-huh.
And the Duke center is a freshman. So
Yeah.
it that has a lot to do with it, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm still taking Florida.
Oh yeah, same. I got Florida.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
I picked the best player on the court at the end of the day.
Yeah, man.
that's how I felt about Duke, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on from that and go to the NBA. Obviously, we got a week left in the season. Some pretty intense games have been going on the past couple of days. The Lakers just beat OKC, destroyed OKC today. So it looks like they're kind of running away with the 3 seed, especially because Denver just lost to Indiana.
Pot.
Yeah. So that
I
one's
hate
surprising.
Indiana so
And then the
much.
Warriors are about to lose to the Rockets. So it looks like the Lakers are about to be 2 games ahead for the 3 seed now.
There we go.
Got a Lakers fan right here, so I know you're
Yeah.
pretty excited about that.
Right.
Big Lakers fan, big LeBron fan.
And-
Love the energy right now. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like the implications behind that is Lakers get the 3 seed. That will put Denver against Golden State.
Let them
In
duke
that
it
4
out,
or
bro.
5 matchup.
Let
So
'em duke it
these
out.
are huge games right now for the Lakers. But like, if you're looking at that matchup, who do you guys like? Because they're Denver, but they haven't looked the same, and now the Warriors are on the come up. So it's like one team coming down versus one team coming up.
Yeah.
Jordan, what do you think?
I think I mean that's another situation where like do you go with the best person on the court? Cuz Jokic is going to and what are the Warriors going to do against Jokic? What is their inside presence? I mean, we got the potential defensive player of the year,
Yeah.
Draymond Green on the court, but he's not going to do anything against Jokic.
The thing is, though, after Jokic, like the Warriors have the next 2, maybe 3 best players. Jamal Murray has been kind of shaky this year, so
Yes. Who would be like? Yeah, they definitely have the best in the next 2.
it's looking like just an absolute carry job that Jokic is gonna have to do this year. I
Dude,
don't know.
I'm not sold on the Warriors, man. I know they've been doing great since they got Butler, but I think it boils down to more than that. And they don't even have a real center that they can depend on. I mean,
Yeah.
Looney's been with them for a while, but he's not even really playing that much anymore.
Yeah.
And they're starting Draymond at center as of late.
He's been good though.
Yeah, but Jokic is gonna torch him,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Respectfully.
I know. So the Warriors have been so hot. I feel like that's the worst team for them to possibly match up with.
That is true.
You know,
Do you think does Kevon Looney kind of remind you of Lenny from Of Mice and Men a little bit? A little bit.
I'm not gonna touch that one.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I thought we were having fun here, man. I'm sorry.
But anyway, so looking beyond those 3 teams, you got the Timberwolves, Clippers, Grizzlies. Do you guys think any of those teams are for real, or are they kind of just there to be beaten?
No. Out of the Timberwolves and the Rockets and the Grizzlies, the only one I would give a real respect to are the Timberwolves, just because of what they did last year. And, experience making a deep run matters more than anything else. The Rockets, they look good, but they look good for later on.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to do anything.
They're like the Hawks, like that one Hawks team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's just kind of
Like a fake contender.
Yeah,
I
that's
hate
kind of
to
the vibe
say
I
it, that's
get.
how I feel about the Cavs. We'll get there, but yeah.
I agree, actually.
Okay, yeah.
The Clippers, I think, actually can do something if Kawhi's
Kawhi.
healthy, and if Harden's doing what he's doing. All you got to do is lock in just for a few weeks. It
Yeah,
comes down to
yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
So, all right, so let me ask you this. So if the Lakers get the 3 seed, who do you not want to play? Because one of those 3 or 2 of those teams are going to the play, and one of them's getting the 6 seed.
I wouldn't want to see the Timberwolves the most out of those teams. I'm fine seeing the Grizzlies. I think
The Grizzlies are the team that you should. You
That
want
the
to
that's
see.
what I
Lakers are
want.
gonna play.
Yeah,
100%.
Clippers, I'm fine with the odds there too. To be honest.
I feel
Yeah.
like the Lakers have kind of handled the Clippers this year. I feel like
For
they
sure.
beat them
For sure.
most of the
Hey,
time.
man, I got Lakers going the whole way. Honestly,
Wow. Okay.
Luka and LeBron, if they lock in, who's gonna
Yeah.
take them for their money?
Shay.
No. What we beat them today.
You're right, dude. I guess they're just gonna win it all, man.
Hey, I'm just
So
saying.
the
bro.
Lakers have such high highs and such low lows. It's
do.
just
Yeah.
we need to see how it gets sustained over a playoff series. I have absolutely no idea what to expect from them. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if they win it all. I wouldn't be surprised if like they lose in the second round because like it falls apart. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, okay, if I had to just look at everyone in the NBA right now and pick the players that I would depend on no matter what currently, other than Jokic, we have the other two guys that I would pick. We have Luka, we have LeBron.
Not
And
Honestly,
like
I get
Steph.
that.
I would too, but like Luka, LeBron, and Steph are kind of like, and Jokic, they're all in the same. You know what I mean? And we have two
Shay's
of them.
in that category.
I'm not putting
now.
him in the same. I don't think we can. I don't think you
Bro.
can depend on Shea as much
Why?
as you
We
can.
can't-
Because you need experience, and like
Shay has experience.
He has
He's the
experience,
only one
but-
on OKC that has experience.
I know he has experience, but he doesn't like Luka's been doing. He's been in big moments for a long time, like a long
Since he was
time.
like 16.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I get it.
Luka and Shea are almost the same. They're like the same age. I think Shea is a little bit older, but we look at Luka like he's older because of how much he's done already.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's there yet, but he's obviously one of the best players
It's
in the
just
league.
the big man thing, though. They have Hartenstein. They have Chet. Lakers have Jackson Hayes.
Hey man, he's been playing pretty good recently.
He's.
He spells his
It's
name with
not.
an X, bro.
He's not. It's not because Jackson Hayes is good. It's because Luka and AR and LeBron are that good. You put like Kai Jones on the.
He's good, dude.
on
He's been playing well.
He would do better than Jackson Hayes.
I would have
I'm
wanted
convinced.
him on this team. That would have been pretty dope,
Yeah.
honestly. I think the biggest type of person that benefited from a situation like that is like DeAndre Jordan. Like, obviously he was a lot better base than Jackson Hayes was, but like if a player on your team can make you that good, like that's it. I'm gonna take it for what it is, and if he's playing good, that's
Yeah.
it. I'm fine with Jackson Hayes,
Do you think the Lakers won the trade?
bruh. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Lakers are actually playing the Mavericks on Wednesday
Yeah.
in Dallas.
That's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a good
very
game.
fun.
The Lakers, they actually need to win more than the Mavericks do. They're already locked into like their play-in matchup. So
Yeah. A reporter asked AD if he had any emotions going into it, and he said no emotion.
yeah.
50 points, 25 rebounds.
Yeah. That's cool.
Okay, what about Luka? That's him going to Dallas. So
Yeah, I mean, I feel
That's
like he already.
The crowd is gonna love him, dude. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
I
crazy.
think
It's
so.
be
He's
such
gonna
a
have
weird
he's gonna have a
way.
good game. I think it's gonna I think it means a little bit more for AD, only because like Luka already got to face the Mavs.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
he got part of that out already. Like I know he's going home and stuff, but like AD got hurt, and
Yeah.
then he's just been bottling that up. I think So
Dude, Luka might legit like every time he goes to Dallas, like for the rest of his career, it might just be like a home game for him.
Yeah,
like, they honestly
honestly.
might just be cheering for him like every single game. That's crazy, no?
this is one of the rare trades where like both fan bases like both players involved. Like AD, Lakers fans love him still. You know what I mean? In Dallas, they're happy to have him because they were forced to have him, and he's great. You know, it's not on him.
Yeah.
And then Luka, he's got two homes at this
I
point.
completely agree with what you said. Kind of like Westbrook after he left OKC, they cheered for him every single
Yeah.
time he went back
Yeah,
there.
dude,
Like he was like,
Yeah.
he's for sure gonna get that same treatment. But
That's kind of sick, dude.
You-
Now you're just in LA.
yeah,
Just like vibe it out.
I heard he's really happy too. That's what
Good
they
for
say.
him, bro.
I mean he's married, so that
Luka's married?
yeah,
Yeah,
he's married.
I don't
So
know.
all the wives love being in LA. They like.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, all right. So you guys, you are thinking the Lakers are gonna smoke them or what?
I think it'll be close, just because like of emotions and stuff. But
I think you're giving AD too much credit.
He's a mismatch problem for LA.
He is, but
I don't know what they're gonna do.
how are they
against
gonna
him.
guard the Lakers?
It's true.
I
mean-
think it'll be close. But I think we'll win.
What seed are they? The 10 seed?
Yeah,
Mavs
so
are
they're
cooked,
pretty much
bro.
locked into playing the Kings
They
in that
do, bro.
matchup. So,
That's a weird matchup.
but yeah, looking at the East though, the play-in is set. We don't know who's playing who yet, but Bulls, Heat, Magic, Hawks. The Hawks, the Bulls, and the Heat are in the play-in for the third straight year. The Hawks for the fourth straight year.
Yeah.
So,
You know, the Magic at 7, like they were doing so well in the first like third of the season, and then they got injuries. Paolo went down,
And Franz
and then
at the same
Franz.
time.
Yeah, it was like a week apart or something.
Yeah.
And I thought they were going to be so good this year. So
Jalen Suggs hasn't come back yet either. I don't even know if he's going to at this point. But
that sucks, man. I was so
sucks.
happy for them because that was a dad joke.
Thank
But
you.
yeah.
Dude, I hate looking at the East, bro. I hate looking at the teams, dude. It looks so dirty, bro.
it really does. Like you look at the West and you're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, look at that matchup. And then the East, you're just like, all
like you're
right, get
driving
me to
to
the
the-
conference
Yeah,
finals
dude, you're,
already.
driving through
Like,
the wrong part of town, bro.
How does the NBA sustain such a like disparity between the conferences for so long? Like how is it not? How have the tides not turned? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
it did for a little bit
For a
when LeBron
sec.
went to the West, and then they
Yeah.
stopped fearing him. Is that what happened? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think
Actually, no. This time it's been like teams trading players to the West.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everyone gets traded to Western teams. No one's like really going.
Yeah.
it's true.
You know what I mean?
Dude, there are a couple good like East teams though. Like the Cavs, the Bucks, Celtics, obviously.
Yeah, but we kind of brought it up already. I don't believe in the Cavs. Like I think they're really good.
I believe in
don't-
the Cavs.
You do?
Yeah.
To do what? To do what?
I could see them going to the conference finals easily.
That's
not
not
winning.
like a real
no, I mean
belief,
we
though,
win.
in my
We
opinion.
mean winning a championship.
Like
Winning a ring?
do they pose a threat against like I think the
Yes.
Celtics are gonna like it's between the Celtics or maybe the Knicks to me. But
Listen,
I think the Celtics.
I believe in the
Knicks?
Cavs
maybe.
if things happen for them the right way. So like if someone on Boston gets hurt or something, like they could win. Do
Yeah.
you get if the right matchup comes to them in the finals, like they could beat them, but there's just teams that are better than them. Like they should not beat the Celtics. I would put my money on the Celtics.
They
for
shouldn't
sure.
be the Celtics.
I want them to. I want any team but the Celtics.
Dude, I think if Dame comes back, the Bucks could like take the
Dude,
Cavs.
Dame is done, bro.
is he?
Is-
Yeah,
you
is he-
think-
Dame
like-
might retire, dude.
because of a blood
Dude has a
clot?
blood clot.
So does Wemby.
Yeah, but he's not 30 something.
I think it
That's-
just depends on where it is. And
It's in
like
his
what
calf.
it is. For Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a good one, right? I think the
No,
closer
it's
to the heart.
not.
I think the closer to the heart.
He's just a doctor now.
I don't know, man. Didn't you study like sports med for a sec or no?
I was pre-med
Just
for
calling
like
him
a
out for
year.
being a
Oh,
fraud,
pre med.
bro.
There you go.
I was
man.
pre-med for like a year.
So what does this blood clot mean for Damian Lillard?
The blood circulation in his body is not lit. That is all.
wait. What is the blood clot for Dame? Does it do anything for LeBron or like at all? Like how does LeBron come into play here at all?
What, like, you mean like age factor and
Legacy,
stuff like that? Or what?
age,
Make it work, bro.
yeah, like what's going on with LeBron, man?
I don't know.
Can we talk about LeBron, bro?
What is there to talk about?
Is
for
he the
LeBron
GOAT, dude?
Exactly.
Why is he better than Dame right now?
Yeah. Why is he clear Dame, bro?
Anyway, are you taking the Celtics to win the East?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Why,
I'm
Johhny?
taking- Because they're the Celtics.
Dude, they look really
They're
good.
just like
They look great. And
they would not.
They look
They would need to
inconsistent.
not have Tatum or Jaylen Brown to lose.
They just look really like I've seen them be super inconsistent, and I know that they're like
All right, I
Going
like.
back to back,
I think
so
a
it's
West
like-
team could beat them. I don't think
Which
anyone
team?
from the East. From the West, OKC could beat them. Golden
agree.
State could beat them. The
I
Nuggets
don't
could
know,
beat
man.
them.
You
The
think Golden
Lakers
State?
could beat them. I think those 4 teams could beat them.
I would agree, except for the Warriors. I don't think the Warriors.
why are you
would
not
beat the
sold on
Celtics.
the
Warriors-
Is it because of Jimmy Butler, bro? Is it because of him?
I'm not that like. I just don't. I don't see enough.
Listen, the Warriors match up well with the Celtics. Even when the Warriors were like 8-9 seed the past couple years, their games with Boston were always close. Like they can't guard Steph.
They actually do match up well, but I feel like Boston is deeper.
But they have Jimmy now.
How deep?
They have
Younger.
Jimmy.
All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Damn. I forgot about
Take
that.
out. So
That's
basically,
Jason Tatum's worst nightmare.
they have
bro.
Jimmy-
Jimmy.
forget about?
Jimmy
Jimmy
against
Butler
Jason
is-
You forgot
Tatum.
about Jimmy Butler?
I didn't forget about Jimmy Butler.
What?
I forgot the history between Jimmy Butler
Yeah.
and the Celtics.
Yeah. Just how Jimmy Butler just keeps getting smacked by them.
What do you?
No,
What?
bro. What?
What?
What do you
Dude,
mean?
Jimmy was the Celtics' kryptonite for years.
You need a lead.
Dude,
Okay.
I mean, listen, like they They kind of own him, no?
Okay, so you're telling me when Boston's like the higher seed in their matchup every year, and the Heat are like a 7 and 8 seed, and Jimmy's coming out and cooking them.
Wait,
how
how
is
did
that
they?
like?
What are you talking about?
He's
He
coming
beat
out
them
and cooking-
twice. He beat them twice to get to the finals.
Yes,
twice.
both times they went to he went to the finals. They beat the Celtics in the conference finals. So they won when it mattered most. The Celtics won like first round matchups when the Heat were an 8 seed coming in from the play-in, and the Celtics had a super team.
And then
And
they won a
Jimmy
ring.
didn't even play in some
they
of
won a
those
ring,
games
though.
because what is this guy talking
This guy
about?
doesn't
What is
know
this guy
ball.
talking about, bro?
I have to whisper.
This guy doesn't know ball.
All right, well,
When it mattered, Jimmy cooked them. He's the Celtics kryptonite for sure. Out of anyone from the East,
Yeah.
he did
Well,
better.
well.
More than Giannis, bro. He did better against them. Giannis beat them once.
Well, how far back are we going?
Well, we're talking about the Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
I was gonna say, man, LeBron James.
Okay, yeah.
exists.
I mean, yeah. But then that's just like the franchise rivalry.
LeBron is a franchise. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love LeBron. All right.
All right, but yeah. So like, do you guys take any team seriously other than the Celtics or the Cavs?
why does his hoodie drawstring, like, why is it so multicolored, bro?
I don't know.
I
But
don't mess with it, bro.
It's my favorite
It's
part
making
of
me
it.
uncomfortable.
It's my favorite part of the hoodie.
Is it?
Yeah, I
I
like,
like
it.
it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't think anyone other than the Celtics is making any noise in the East. I mean, I'd love for any other team to beat
Knicks,
the Celtics.
Bucks.
You're not sold on the
No one
Pacers?
likes the Knicks. No one likes the Knicks at all.
I said like if it's not the Celtics, I have more faith in the Knicks than I do the Cavs, but I don't think either of them are super serious. I just I don't know. I'm ready to be wrong, man. Someone beat the Celtics. Someone beat the Celtics, please.
The Pacers.
Oh no way.
Halliburton?
I mean, they went pretty deep last year, but they fumbled.
The
Um,
the
I like
Pacers. The
Halliburton.
Pacers got like what they advanced because of an injury in every series,
I low-key hate Halliburton, bro.
right?
Dude, he
I don't
passed
like
Chris
his-
Paul. He passed Chris Paul for the most 20-point, 10 assist games with
Zero turnovers,
at
yeah.
25
Really?
years old.
It's pretty insane.
Yeah, bro, he's good. He's actually
He's
such
a
a fraud
really
to me,
good
bro.
point guard.
Yeah,
he's a
he
really
is.
really good point guard.
he's
I
not-
just
Just
don't
like
buy it, dude.
I don't believe in him to like win games. It's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they have a good
Halliburton
surrounding.
is gonna be like the modern day like Steve Nash kind of. No.
See, like, I hate that. So
Why?
I hate that like, that's, like, a thing.
Why?
He's not flashy though.
Because,
you
like,
know?
look at the way he shoots, like, jumpers. Like, it looks so weird, bro.
He makes
No?
them. I had
But
him
you
on
don't
my
like that?
fantasy team, and he gave me like 7 threes in games and stuff.
You shouldn't.
If
judge
he
it
hit
off
below
of
4
looks.
threes,
Why?
I was like, "Oh, what's wrong with you?"
You should
like,
only
he's-
judge off of the percentages and the stats. Like,
No,
dude,
it should be both, first off.
why? If someone
It shouldn't
makes
be
them,
about
like,
the game
who
at all.
cares?
You're just looking at the stat sheet and, like, whoever has, like, what are you talking about?
Bro, if some guy
What are you
holds
saying?
the ball like this and punches it from 3 and it goes in consistently, let him shoot like
Yeah.
that, right?
Dude, I mean, if somebody does that, I'm ready to call him, like, the GOAT, bro. That's
Bro,
ridiculous.
aren't you a Spurs fan,
call
right?
him
Yeah,
the
yeah,
GOAT then.
talk about Tim
However.
Duncan.
Sohan one-handed free throws.
Yeah, like, he's a
Like-
bot, bro. Like, what do you mean?
So-
like, that's botted, dude. Is that not, like, terrible?
That's
He's
crazy.
Like,
not.
if you're-
He's bro. He improved a lot off of it.
Yeah.
A lot.
Like,
He used to shoot like under 50%, right? Like he couldn't even like. He was
All right,
terrible.
so your favorite player is Jeremy Sochan, bro.
No, I'm just saying,
Like,
bro.
But, like,
No-
can you not, like, can you-
unconventional works. It like it doesn't
He's a
matter.
bad example for that because he sucks at shooting.
Yeah,
anyway.
Johhny.
No, bro.
Hell,
Sohan.
dude.
Listen, I'm not a Spurs fan. But he's solid.
He's all
You're a
right.
Spurs fan and you don't like him for some reason.
I can dislike.
If you
people.
don't think like he's part of like the Spurs future, they don't want to trade him. They don't want to get rid of him. I guarantee you that.
He seems like the kind of guy that you say no trade talks for him, and then like
Yeah, and then all of a sudden
he
you
wakes
get,
up
like,
like
Jimmy
31
Butler.
and he's like whatever.
He's like the Kuzma, like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
Kuzma was on
Yeah,
the Lakers.
but, like,
okay, but they got like Westbrook. off
Dude,
of that.
you know
That
who
was like
he's
a-
kind of like to me? Terrence Mann. Like where it's like how
Oh, that
long
was
are we gonna
crazy.
say he's young?
Yeah.
And like what is he? Terrence Mann's like 28, right?
yeah.
At what point are you just gonna be like, this is him? You know, he's not getting any better than he is.
Okay.
You know?
Right.
Let's see. Let's see Jeremy Sohan's stats. All right. Oh shoot.
Let's see his haircuts.
All right. 53.5% shooting.
This dude was born in 2003.
I mean, he only
bro.
takes.
How do we
like
like
layups.
that?
Wait, what is he?
He's not
Say
like
it again.
It's not like he's like.
He is a 53.5% field.
From the field?
Yes.
Okay, well, what's his 3-point percentage?
Yeah, talk about it.
30.8.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
he's all right. 69%
terrible.
from free throw, man? What are we doing?
Why are we hyping up these
Yes,
stats?
but-
What
Why
going
is he?
on?
Why are we talking about this guy for more than 1 minute?
because he used to be way worse.
Yeah, but
And
he
I'm
still
saying-
is like whatever.
Okay,
know?
you realize that you're vouching for Halliburton, right? Okay?
Yeah,
And
think
I'm
about
trying
what we're
to
talking about
say
here.
that this guy chose an unconventional shooting method over a regular shooting method, and he increased his percentage. So what he's
He did,
saying
he did.
about Hallie isn't valid. I don't know why you're switching up on
I'm not switching up.
Low key,
This is what I'm
you
saying.
just don't like this guy a lot for some reason.
I do. I just feel like there's a better example than him to prove our point about Halliburton.
Okay, bro, if a guy switches to shooting one-handed from shooting normal and increases his percentage, I think that's all we have to say about the unconventional argument.
Why?
No, it's true. And this dude was talking about punching a basketball earlier.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
So,
Hey, man, Jeremy Sohan's cool. You know, he's all
is that how
right.
you pronounce his last name?
Look,
Is it
I'm not.
Sochan?
I'm saying
Sohan.
he's
Sohan.
all right. I'm just saying
So
you don't have to shoot like Klay Thompson
You
and
don't.
Steph Curry to
No,
be
you-
effective, bro.
I agree. That's yeah.
I think it matters though,
Why?
because if I'm looking at his game, like I'm just not gonna mess with him.
That's so lame.
What do you mean?
Sean Marion, Devin Harris.
I hated Sean Marion, bro.
Devin Harris.
Devin Harris.
Bro, Devin Harris
had
he had a double clutch jump shot, bro.
Yeah, it's
It was
ugly,
like-
dude. I don't want to watch it, bro. Get
Devin
it off the
Harris was so
screen.
sick. He was so dope.
Dude, even like Michael Red,
Oh,
this
yeah.
dude brought the ball onto his face.
Dude, his
Like
feet
that
used
doesn't
to be
bug
like
you.
crooked. I
That
remember
doesn't bug you at all.
Dude, he was.
If it goes
baller.
in, it goes in, bro.
It goes in, yeah, but it's like we're talking about like the next Steve
Dude,
Nash.
Curry has
like,
proven
Steve
that.
Nash was dope.
He's the greatest shooter of all time, and he doesn't do
His
what
form is
all the.
sick.
It is sick, but he doesn't do the textbook form. He shoots really.
I'm
low.
not talking about textbook. I'm just saying it looks ugly, bro, and I don't like that. So why can't I just not like that?
That's okay. That's fine.
Thank you. So say he's bad.
Say who's bad.
Halliburton.
He's not bad.
He is,
How does
though.
that? But okay, you said you don't like it because you don't like it. That means he's bad.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
We don't have to say the Pacers were the threat to the.
I was just saying things. I literally only said that because I want to talk about his form, bro.
Yo, wait.
But they are pretty good.
Imagine. Wait. Can we just think about something for a second?
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
If you could add one legend to each of these teams from their history, who benefits the most from it? Who would
Lakers.
jump from like a play-in team to like a second seed, or like
Anyone?
anyone
just
from
always
all
be
of
the
these
Lakers?
teams?
Yeah, I know. It's like you could say it's the
You can
Lakers.
just like say like put like Shaq.
No, but they don't bet like they go from a third seed to a first seed. I'm
you
saying
just mean,
who,
like,
who has the
seed-wise?
craziest jump?
Bro, if you add Shaq to the Lakers, they would not lose a game
Yeah.
to anybody.
I'm saying just
But,
for the
like,
standings right now, as it stands right now.
from the
Like if we could,
standings?
if we used what Tony Stark did to like bring someone to right now for a playoff push in these next few games, what are we doing?
Tony Stark didn't
Seven
invent.
seed?
So you want me to find a huge jump?
Yes,
Okay.
I got one. I got one right now.
Seed wise, not
Yeah.
like quality of like
The
team.
Mavericks.
I'm gonna
What
wait.
if the
I'm gonna
Mavericks
wait.
have Luka right now?
Can you agree though? Like Shaq
Dude,
would,
low-key.
Shaq would make this Lakers team literally invincible.
But that's a third seed to a first seed.
I get what Shaya's saying. 'cause
I
it's
get-
like,
alright,
You could
alright.
do that with like a lot
I'm
of-
saying
Okay.
for the literal picture of it, and I think you actually cracked the code, low key.
I mean the Bulls. You just,
Well,
like, put
no,
Michael Jordan
because
on the
if you
team?
put Michael Jordan on there, that's a 9 to a 1, right?
Right.
Are they going? To,
No, they're
they
not
can't
gonna
even-
be the
They can't
one
even
seed.
make.
They
They
wouldn't
can't
be
even
the
make
one
a one. You gotta
Wait, we
think about
literally
this,
need
man.
them to make like we're
The
not-
biggest
Oh, you're
jump.
saying like starting
like
now?
starting
Yeah,
now.
starting right now.
The playoffs starting.
There's
a
like
week.
4 games left.
What are you talking about?
Who's gonna go 4-0 if you add them in right now?
The Lakers. Like, what do you mean? It has to be.
I
from the
think
start
we
of the
should
season.
just
That
say
doesn't make
if the
sense.
playoffs ended like this, who would be able to make it like far? If we
Okay,
added it?
okay, let's do that. Mine was a little too hard. The Magic 7th seed. If you add Shaq to that team,
That's boring. They suck.
all right,
Wouldn't do
man.
anything. Second round exit.
if you add
Dude, LeBron to the Heat with Tyler Hero and Bam.
That would be
That's actually
yeah.
yeah.
What about LeBron on the Cavs?
From one
It would
seed
literally
to,
be like perfect though. It would like he would
yeah,
fit on that
just-
team
they're,
so perfectly.
They're only missing a small
Yeah.
low key Shane Battier on the Grizzlies.
Okay, so we're just saying things.
over Powell.
Yeah, no,
So we're
Powell?
just saying things. Is Powell the best Grizzly? Or I mean, like Marcus Gasol.
I think Mark.
Oh shoot, Mark. Why did I say Powell?
That's a
Low-key, yeah.
poverty franchise, bro. If Marcus Gasol is your go,
I mean, dude, they started like in the '90s. How much history do you want them to have? You know.
it's true, dude. That sucks, dude. I would hate to like live there.
Dude, my question sucked, bro.
Well, you just like
Alright.
it made sense. though.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll take a break right there
Yeah.
and be right back.
Okay.